sorry, I got cut off a little bit at the end of that. So the fraction reduces 4096 over 324. You reduce those numbers. It doesn't divide evenly, but you're able to reduce it to a 1024 over 81. You subtracted your variables already, so the x's 8 minus 2 is 6. The y's are 10 minus 2, so that's 8. They're both positive. They both land on the top, and that's your final answer. Okay, and you can see that in the next row, I want you to try the first two, and then you just cross off the third. So try those first two. Go ahead and pause the video, give the students a chance to do some of that work, and then I'll be back and I'll show you the answers and talk about how you got there. Okay, hopefully you guys are ready to see some of the answers. Here are the solutions for those two problems. The first one should turn into 12. A to the 6th and B to the first power. 6 times 2 is 12. 3 plus 3 is 6. And then here is maybe the tricky part. 2 plus a negative 1 is 1. Okay. Go to the second one. You're going to put the negative 2 on every part. So 6 to the negative 2nd, x to the negative 6th, b to the negative 6th. And then you have times negative 4x to the 4th y. Okay, so 6 to the negative 2nd is not okay, and you cannot solve it. To get rid of the negative exponent, you need to move it to the bottom. Right now it's on the top, it needs to move to the bottom. Look at your other coefficient. It's a negative 4. Negative 4s are perfectly fine and acceptable, so negative 4 stays on the top of the fraction. Okay? Negative numbers are different than negative exponents. Negative 4 is allowed to be there. Okay? Then we can go ahead and put the x's together. You have an x to the negative 6th, and you have an x to the 4th. If you add those together, you get x to the negative 2nd. Then you have a b to the negative 6th. There's no other ones. And you have a y. So it looks like in the answer key, it looks like that negative 4 got dropped out of the picture. That's not good. So in that next step, the x goes to the bottom of the fraction, the 6 goes to the bottom of the fraction, the b goes to the bottom of the fraction. There should still be, this is a mistake on there, so make sure you fix this, there should still be a negative 4y on the top, and then on the bottom you should have that 36 x to the 2nd, b to the 6th. So if you've got a 4 on top and you have a 36 on bottom, that should have been reduced. Let's see, 4 over 36, so 1/9. So you should have a 1y over 9, x to the 2nd, b to the 6th. That would be the right answer. Okay? Again, go ahead and pause the video. I would like the students to go ahead and work on those next three, get solutions, and when you're done, we'll start the video again and see how you did. Okay, I hope you guys have had a chance to work on those three problems. Let's reveal the solutions. Oh, I can't do that without showing you the answer to the next one, sorry. The first one, you should get an answer of x to the 2nd over 81 y to the 14th z to the 26th. The middle one, negative 8 x to the 4th and y to the 5th. And then the third one, just x to the 4th. Okay. By far the first one was the most complicated. That negative 2 went on every single thing. The 9, x, y, z on the bottom as well. The next step is that they moved all of the negative exponents to where they belonged, which most of them all ended up to the bottom. You would subtract your x exponents, you would add your y's and add your z's. So you're subtracting the x's here because one is on the top and one is on the bottom, so those get subtracted. The y's get added, the z's get added. So your answer again should be x to the 2nd over 81 y to the 14th and z to the 26th. Okay. Again, one more time, you've got 3 more problems on there I want you to solve. So go ahead and pause the video and give the students a chance to work on the next 3 problems, and I'll be back and check the answers. Okay, hopefully you guys have had a chance to answer those. And there are your answers. So you should have for the first one a negative 1x to the fourth over 4y squared. So reducing the coefficients, subtracting exponents, and then moving a negative exponent to the bottom. Second one, 6xy to the sixth. So dividing the numbers, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Subtracting your exponents, 3 minus 2 is 1. And then y to the sixth does nothing and just hangs out there. The next one, you're going to put that exponent of 2 on everything, so 3 to the second, and then x to the third raised to the second. So 9x to the sixth, because you're multiplying exponents. There's a negative on the outside, so negative. And then 3 to the third is 27, and x to the third raised to the third is x to the ninth. You're going to reduce those coefficients, so 9 over 27, so 1 over 3. And then subtract your exponents. 6 minus 9 is negative 3. Negative exponents need to get rid of, so that goes to the bottom. So negative 1 over 3x to the third. Again, just remember, negative 1 is acceptable. You are allowed to have negative numbers. You're not allowed to have negative exponents, so that's the difference. All right, one last time, go ahead and pause the video. I think there's 2 more for you to work on. Go ahead and do those, and I'll be back. Okay, hopefully you guys are done, and hopefully your answers match these. Oh, you can't quite see the one on the bottom. There you go. So, on the first one, you have 1 over 4 m to the sixth n to the second. And on the second one, you have 27 y to the third over x to the 12th. So, going back to the first one, you take this negative 2 and you put it on every single part. Negative 10 to the negative second, m to the negative 10th, n to the negative 6th. 5 to the negative second, m to the negative fourth, n to the negative fourth. So what you're going to do basically is everything on the top is going to go to the bottom, and everything on the bottom is going to go to the top, and that makes everything have positive exponents. So that's what happened there. Okay? Reduce those numbers, so 25 over 100 get reduced. Subtracting your exponents, 4 minus 10 is negative, so it goes to the bottom. 4 minus 6 is negative, so it also goes to the bottom. I think that's all I've got for you. Again, remember that your homework today is going to be your test review, and you will get the homework for this assignment on the day of the test. I hope you guys do well on your test. I will hopefully see you soon.